All right, so what we're going to do is we will start with these butterfly charms that I showed you the other day in my last, in my Temu haul, in one of them, and then also it's in my last Hobby Lobby haul. All right, so I order these. Let me go to the page where I order them from Temu. So I ordered them from Temu. These are the ones that I ordered from Temu. So I ordered 30 pieces. Let me grab my phone here so I can have my calculator. I forgot to get my phone off of my selfie stick here. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and open up my phone app here, and I don't need to do that. Don't need that. Okay. So let me just pull up my calculator here. So I bought 30 pieces of these charms. Now, what do you can use these charms for a lot of things. I like to use them in my journaling. I use them when I make wristlets. I use them for bookmarks, like anything that I'm selling that's kind of like that. So let me make sure that, oops, you just lost me. Okay. Oh, well, maybe I'm still in there. Okay, so 30 pieces are $3.33. So we take the 3.33, we divided it by 30, and those are 11 cents each for those. And that's what I bought. Then what I did was, let me go here. So then when I went to Hobby Lobby, they were on sale. So if you look, it's the same exact ones that I got. They were all made in China, by the way, just so you know. So let's go back to the calculator. But these were $4.49. So of course, and there's 20 in here. So these are of course more expensive than Temu if they weren't on sale. And if they were not on sale, I wouldn't buy them from Hobby Lobby. But they had a sale going on. So I 50% off, yes, from the Bead Design Company, made in China. So they were $2.24 and you got 20 of those. So now let's take the 2.24 divided by 20, and those are 11 cents. So it's the same exact price. So that's a good thing to note. So now that I know that, I'll make some notes in my little journal. I have a little book where I keep all the stuff about, when I'm making products to sell or I'm just crafting for myself or whatever. I don't really care so much when I'm just doing it for myself. But for the ones that I'm going to sell, then you need to keep a record of how much everything costs. So now I know that when I use these from Hobby Lobby or those from Temu, that they're going to cost me 11 cents just to add it to a bookmark. Okay. So that's either 11 cents off my profit, or if I want to break even, I'm going to add on 11 cents because my shipping was free, and Hobby, I drove there. So I'm not going to, I would charge for the gas normally, but I was doing other things. Then, or you want to make a profit on it and add 24 cents to the item for adding it. It's going to take you, and it's also going to take you a couple of minutes to add it to your item. So your time is involved as well. So you have to look at all of that. So then I went to AliExpress, and they had a lot of, and here are the exact same ones here. So there's 20 pieces. Let's find the one that I got. So this is the same lot, the same thing, and they were $2.54. So we don't have to do the math on this because now we know that the ones at at Hobby Lobby were a little bit less than this one, right? So, and about the same price as Temu, which, well, let's just do the math anyway, just so we know. That would be good to know. Let's go back to my calculator. So if we do this one, and you get 20 in there, these are 12 cents. Well, almost 13. They're 12.7. So they're 12.7 cents. So they're almost 13 cents. So they're more expensive. Now here you can make a deal with them, send them a note, and buy a whole bunch. So if you go to Alibaba now, when I went to Alibaba, this is Alibaba, right? Yeah, so if I go to Alibaba, you can buy them. But when I was looking through the ones that I wanted, I really like these, but they have the keychain. So those are 30 cents each. That's too expensive. 16 cents, too expensive. So I'm looking for anything that's going to be lower than 11 cents. So if we could find something where if you buy bulk, that maybe they would end up being, here's some that are 5 cents each, but I don't know that they have, oh, they're nail charms, so you can't use those. Here are some resin, which is not what I have. I have metal. So I want to compare like kind to like kind, actually. And I really don't see, here's some metal ones. So these are 10 cents. So these ones could work. These are almost the same. The minimum order here is going to be 100 of them. So if you're making a lot, then these are perfect. So you're going to get them for 1 cent less if you're buying 100. If you can buy more than 1,000, then of course it just keeps going lower and lower for how much you can buy when you're doing the wholesale buying. Okay. So, but you'd have to buy 100 to get this. And I'm not going to try for 100 because I don't know if I'm going to sell that 100 or not yet. So that's not going to work for me. Then I went to Michael's and I searched, and they're very expensive, and they don't have, closest thing was this Charmalong where it was on sale for 12 pieces for $6.74. So I'm not even going to calculate that because I'm just not going to buy them there. Then I went to this place called Factory Price for Jewelry. And here, these ones are actually really good prices, but we have a little caveat. So from Temu, you can get free shipping. From AliExpress, you can get free shipping. Alibaba, you can get free shipping. Hobby Lobby, you go there and buy them, or you can buy them online. Let's see if we go to Hobby Lobby, how much what is their shipping like? Don't know if it tells me shipping. Let's see how much shipping charges. So up to 15, yeah, it's expensive. So you wouldn't want to go, you would only want to buy them from Hobby Lobby if you can drive there and get them if it's not too far. So that's not worth it. So let's go back to Factory Price Jewelry. And here the problem is you don't get free shipping until it's over $150, right? So here you get, for $1.35, you can get 10 of these, which is pretty, it's pretty similar. It has the metal on it. There's no extra custom fees, or anything for that. And then no minimum order, which is nice. But then what is their shipping policy? Shipping rate is free orders over 150. Otherwise, you can use standard shipping fee. Okay, so of course everything is going to be depending on different things. So it looks like the average shipping rate is going to be about $16 in the US. So it looks like this company might be in the UK because theirs is a lot cheaper over there. You also get 15% off your first 3 orders. So unless you're going to buy a lot, like the same thing for the pricing, this isn't worth it to you because by the time you pay for it, yeah, it's not going to work, right? So then I went to Amazon, was the last one to try. And I didn't think about trying Amazon before I bought the ones from Temu and went to Hobby Lobby. But they do have some here that are really nice. And I looked at these ones, and these would work because they have the hole where I want them. They're close enough. They're not exact same, but they're only 9 cents a piece. So right there, this is a perfect one. You could buy 100, which is what I should have done, but I didn't know. I didn't even think to look in Amazon. But for $9, and well, let's wait a minute. We might not. Yeah, free Prime. So it's a Prime product, so you're no shipping, which is really great, and I could have delivery tomorrow. So this one is perfect. This is something that I would buy because I would use them for a lot of other things. 100 is fine for me to buy at that price. At $8.99. Now let's go back to Alibaba real quick and see where they said the 100 minimum order for the 10. Oh, so they're cheaper at Amazon. Do you see that? Because they're 10 cents each if you buy 100 of those. Okay, so now we know the winner of this one was Amazon. So this is why it's important to check, because a lot of times the ones on Amazon sell on Temu for a lot cheaper, same exact seller. A lot of times you'll find them in Hobby Lobby and then you might find something cheaper at Hobby Lobby than you do even on Temu. For instance, I was in Hobby Lobby the other day And their soap, they had the goat milk soap, which is selling for less at Hobby Lobby when you can get it on sale, which it was on sale. So if you can manage your time, your products, your production deadlines and stuff around the sales, then you're doing really well. The goat soap that I got on Temu was from local sellers. So don't let people fool you and say that, you know, Temu is old junk from China. First of all, it's not old junk from China, and a lot of Chinese stuff is good quality. But that's not, and I love buying in America. I'm all for that. And I want all these factories to be in America, but they're not yet. So, and a lot of them are here, but not in the things that you and I need to do journaling and stuff like that, right? But there's a lot of stuff in the works. For instance, I was doing research on zippers, and Japan has the best zipper. They sell them at Hobby Lobby. And you can see that in my Hobby Lobby video. You can see the zippers that I got for 99 cents each, but I'd rather buy them on the roll. So I do want to go to, I think it's Y, I can't remember the name of the initials of the company in Japan, but because they have come to the table with a great you know, with doing really good trade deals with us, that might be a company that we want to buy from because we're going to get them for a lot less money. So that's a good deal there. The other thing that I was looking at, and we're going to do that next, is going to look at fabrics that you might need either for your crafting or if you're making things like scrunchies. I make scrunchies, and I do a lot of journaling with my fabrics. I like to sew with my fabrics. I do upcycled jeans. I make wristlets, key fob wristlets, and tote bags, and a lot of different things that I make and sell. And so I'm always on the lookout for good fabrics to purchase. And I was going to Joann's a lot whenever they had their coupons. They had amazing coupons. But now that they're closed, I went to Michael's and got some really good deals on Michael's. And Michael's fabrics online have some super, super good deals. I went into Hobby Lobby, and like I said in my video, I was very disappointed. The lowest price was $6.99 or something like that when it's not on sale. So, of course, if it's 40% off, which is a 40% off sale, Hobby Lobby tends to like to promote those. I should put myself bigger in the picture, but I don't want to mess up my I'm not super perfect with my screen sharing on this new eCam update that I just got. So anyway, so in Hobby Lobby, if they're doing 40% off, which seems to be what they do all the time, then let's look at that $6.99 for fabric real quick. Calculator, where did my calculator go? There it goes. So if we did $6.99, 6.99 times, you're going to have 60% is going to be the price. That's the easy way to do the math, by the way. So that would be $4.19 a yard. So now if you find it on Michael's for $3.99 a yard online, just remember you have to pay shipping unless you buy $49 or more. I always buy more than $49 at Michael's when I'm shopping online. So that's not an issue for me. I'm always going to get the free shipping. Plus I get all the vouchers and the coupons, and you can stack those when you're buying online from Michael's. So let me close out of some of these windows, and we will start another search here. Let's go to, let me just get rid of, actually, let's leave that one open. Let's leave this one open. Oh, I didn't do Alibaba. All right, let me just open up one for Alibaba just so we can have the same ones. All right, so let's go to Michael's, and we are going to go and search for fabric now. And let's just say we just want to do what's on sale or whatever. So we'll go to fabrics. And I don't want to care about the licensed one. So quilting fabric starting at $3.99. So that's going to be your cotton. And remember, it was $4 something at Hobby Lobby, even with the 40% off. So I'm not sure that that's going to be the great thing. They have a low cost crafting fabric, but I don't recommend it if you're making bags and such. So Depends on what you're making. You're going to have to just be able to test that. But so let's just go to find, and then we have the cotton solids. So right now I just want to go to shop fabrics, and we'll click on and they also sell fabrics from many different shops, not just Michael's. So when they're selling the fabrics, it's from everywhere, and you're going to see that as we go through that. They have this whole page, by the way, it's so cute. They have this whole thing on here, Joanne shoppers. Do you see that? So like, we're here to save the day. It's really cute. We've got fabric. All right, so let's go through here, and these are your trending ones, and these are ones that we tend to buy a lot of. So what I want to go here, and we're going to go through fabrics, and let's see how we can filter. Oh, maybe we have to, let's just do cottons and cotton blends just for right now, and see what happens. So, because this is, I wanted to explain about these online only stores. All right. So this is what's going on right now. You can buy the broadcloth, which I did. It's really good, by the way. You can have so many beautiful colors on this broadcloth, 13 colors for $1.99 a yard. You're not going to get that anywhere else for that. Your ginghams are, this pink gingham I bought, it's so cute. It's $2.99 a yard. So again, a really, really good deal. Plus I had a $10 off coupon, and then I had a $5 off coupon. Then I had another $5 off rewards. So, you know, you can stack your rewards, you can stack your coupons. If you wanted this light pink one here, that's $2.99 a yard. This was $3.99 a yard, beautiful moonstone. So again, these are all, even when they're not on sale, they're less price than Hobby Lobby. Now, when you go to these online only, let's go down to some. Here's some more. These are fabrics, but these are not by the yard. These are they're 18 by 21 inch pieces for $1.99. So if you just need a little bit, here's another beautiful, this is the pink, red, green, and the blue. I love blue gingham. So that's another one. That's a craft fabric. So I'd want to only buy a yard and see if it's good enough for me to add quilting to it, batting and interfacing to make a product, you know, make tote bags or something thicker. So here you see, you kind of get an idea of the pricing on their fabrics. So more expensive one is going to be this beautiful Northcott, which is really popular right now. If you're doing anything, if you're making any products, you really want to get into this aesthetic. It's super, super popular right now. So is this aesthetic here, by the way. But this is $4.99 a yard. So now if I had that, and then, you know, I could get it down a little bit. But we're going to go ahead and take one of these in a minute and see. This is another beautiful one for $4.99. Now, these are all where you can have them shipped to you, or you can pick them up at the store, or have same-day delivery. But now when we go down, let's go down to some other ones that they don't, where it's only, they have some products that are only sold online. It'll say online only, and they're from different vendors. They're not from, can't really, oh, look at this Camelot. Oh my word. I'm sorry. I have to stop because it's butterflies. You know me and butterflies. I have to get that. It's like, I have to get it. Oh my word. Is that gorgeous? That's absolutely beautiful. Okay. So now let's go to, these are going to be a little bit harder. So let's go to Amazon first. First, I want to add this to my cart so I don't forget it. Okay. So let's go, if we go to here, and we're going to go to, I'm going to go to fabric by the yard. Okay, so let's go to fabric by the yard, and then we're going to kind of see their pricing. And here's some polyester lining. Okay, that's lining for $2.98. You can get it cheaper when it goes on sale. So that's not going to work. So I haven't had a great luck with looking for fabrics on Amazon. They tend to be extremely expensive. Yeah, and then these are just like, some of them are just like pieces. So it's just really, you remember the gingham we saw? It wasn't this color, but still, this is $8.75 for 1 yard. Yeah, so I'm not seeing anything that's worth paying this kind of money for. All right. So we know that's not good. Let's go to Hobby Lobby and see if maybe they have a, maybe they have one that's online at different price. So apparel fabrics, let's just go to apparel fabrics and look at this. Okay, this is on sale. This is gorgeous for $4.19. I believe at Michael's I saw this for $4.99. This one is 6 white Burkram white fabric, which we always need, especially for linings, backings, all kinds of stuff. $2.39. Remember, we found broadcloth for $1.99. That's a good substitute. Now this cheetah print, this is good. See, so this is $3.59. They didn't have it in the store. The sunflower one, that's okay at the $4.19. So it looks like they have sales, or maybe they just started their 40% off sale, but these are sale fabrics. So yes, you can get some of these if you want it. This one is $3.59 here, and at Michael's it's $3.99. I think I saw it for. $4.19. This one here at Michael's is at the very least $4.99. It could be up to $6.99 depending. Yeah, so there are some cool ones there. Let's look at their ginghams. So see, the ginghams at Michael's were a lot less. You see that? You also don't have very many. Doesn't look like a lot of choices there either. But look at the regular price. It's ridiculous. All right, now let's go and look at, see if they have any. And I don't, last time I looked, they don't have, they don't really sell fabric by the yard at AliExpress. Oh, I should have put cotton because they'll try to sell me. Let me put cotton because they'll show me all those shears and stuff like that, which we don't want to see. So these are, here's cotton fabrics, but again, it's not by the yard. I don't even know. I always forget what the centimeters are, but that's not a yard. So they're trying to sell it for $2.30, but it's not even a yard. So I'm not interested really in that. This one here says, let me move my camera up a little bit. Let me see what this Japanese one is. I love Asian fabrics, but these are pieces. Oh, it says 1 yard. Wow. Ooh. This is like, let me see it by, oh geez. Okay. This might be really nice. This is 100% cotton. Oh boy, I'm shopping. I am shopping once I finish this video. Let me see. Oh, gorgeous, gorgeous. Oh, that's going to make beautiful, because I do, my niche is vintage, retro, hippie, boho, bohemian, that, all that kind of style. So, I love florals, but there's so many people doing florals that it's kind of hard for me to, oh my word, look at that. And purple and pink, lavenders are just like my to go to. But if this is really true, let me see. If I buy 1 yard, I want to make sure that it's really, oh no. Because of the, guess what? Because of the tariffs, it's not available right now. Oh, that sucks. Let me see. I don't think so. Shipping is 67. So do you see that? There's the tariffs are being put into that shipping. So that's not going to work. All right. So until they work that out. Wow. Okay. But that was absolutely amazing, right? That's brocade fabric. It's 100% cotton, 43 inches cut by the yard. That's really a good deal. Okay. So we're going to keep that in mind for later once the tariff situation is all worked out. But obviously they do have some, this is really pretty too. They do have some pretty good deals. The thing is, it just takes a little while to look for them. These are made in Japan. So this is why. It's because Japan has refused to send anything to China, to export anything to China right now. So we would have to find a Japanese website that is selling these. Oh my gosh, I would love to find a Japanese website that's selling this stuff to us here in America. That would be so cool because this is such a great price, and Japanese products are such high quality. All right, so they're not going to work. Let's try Alibaba, which I doubt they're going to work. Fabric by, because it's AliExpress, it's just a subsidiary of Alibaba. So let's see, 100% cotton, cottons, Contana, Liberty, London. I wonder if this is being sent at all here. It's made in China, so they might be able to send it here. Let's see. How many? Okay, so if we're on Alibaba, of course they have, we have to negotiate with them. Okay, so for shipping, we have to negotiate, but let's just look at the different colors and see what they have. Okay, so again, we can put these on the back burner for now, but amazing, some very, very good products. So again, this is a Contana. It's made in China, but it's probably pretty good quality. So that's going to be the issue right now with the fabrics. And let's go to, there's one other place that I wanted to show you. You can also look for American fabric companies. So you can go to fabric by the yard. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. By the yard. So made in America. So let's do this one and see what comes up. Spoon flour, they're too expensive. Their shipping is outrageous. Oh, the other store I wanted to show you was Etsy. So on Etsy, you'll find people that will make fabric, and it's expensive, but you might find something really nice that you like and might be worth the money that you're spending. But notice how expensive their prices are. So here's one this one's really cute. This one is $3.85, but it might not be $3.85 because it's crossed off, saying that it doesn't always mean it's on sale. So I tend to not look at the ads really. Here's some botanicals. Don't know if this is by the yard. This is a very good price and it's gorgeous. So let's just see how they sell. Let's say we want the blue laurel. Actually, blue floral check. Nope. Let's do, oh yeah, the check. That's really popular right now. I don't particularly like it. Let's see. As soon as you go to the full yard, now you're talking, it's $12 a yard. So for me, that's not, for me and what I make and what I have to price my products at, I can't get it. I'm going to make my own fabric, by the way. So if you need to buy fabrics and you have a print you want, you can just let me know. And then I can, of course, it's not going to be low price like this either. But anyway, so there's some, you can look for, if you like the hens, maybe this one is, this one's gorgeous. This is beautiful. So there's sometimes it's worth paying the money. This is gauze, which is really nice to line things with. 100% cotton. Let's say if we clicked banana, then we want to click on a yard. So now we're looking at $5.89. Do you see how they trick you on that? But that's not, and I'm not going to spend that when I can go and get broadcloth from Michael's for $1.99 a yard. So that's not what is not going to work. So again, you can look through everything and see what it is, but just remember when they're showing you this price, that's usually not the price you're going to get charged. So I'm not going to look any more there. Let's look where else we have. There are some other companies. There was one that I found, organic. No, there was one that I saw, a wholesaler. Let's do wholesale. Maybe this was the one. I don't want to make them pay for me clicking on them. So that's called Fabric Wholesale Direct. I think that's, here we go. I never click on them because they have to pay for the ad. And if I'm not going to buy something that doesn't make, I'm a marketer, so I don't want to do that to other people. Okay, I think I've been here and it was expensive. So let's go look at broadcloth just real quick to compare it with, so if we're comparing it with Michael's at $1.99, This is a polyester, and the broadcloth that I got was like a cotton. So they don't have, for wholesale, I think they're a bit high. I'm sure it's more expensive to make fabric here in the United States. And so I just didn't see anything for that. Let's do low to high. See if we can't get low to high as a filter. Sort by low to high. And it's not really giving us. This is beautiful. Here's some more ginghams. Let me see if we click on it and see what happens if we want to buy. Oh, okay, so if you buy at least 3 yards, then it gets down to you have to buy 120 yards to get $4.89. So again, just wait till it's on sale. All right, so even at wholesale, so don't always, we don't want to get tricked into this wholesale thing. Let's go to do the search one more time. Fabric. Let's just, instead of using America, we're just going to say fabric wholesale direct. No, we don't want, because we want fabric wholesale. All right, so if we go to another one, oh, these ones are close to me. I don't know if these people have, let's check them out. I wonder if they sell on their website. Nope. Their site's turned off or something, so that's not going to work. Mood fabrics doesn't sound, most of the time it doesn't sound so great. So let's woven. Well, how about, can we do a search here for cottons? Yeah. Cotton fabrics. Okay, let's try this. Oh, and they don't give you, you have to click through. Let's look at the cheetah one. We know that we saw the cheetah one at, oh, it doesn't let you see. You have to log in to see the prices. Well, we're not going to do that right now. All right, so there you have it. I think we went long enough for today. We looked at things for jewelry, pieces for jewelry, charms, and that goes for anything you need to search for. And then we did a fabric one, and we can do some more. If you like these, we can do some more, comparisons and figuring out where the best place is to shop at for different products. But I always tell you people, everyone that I work with, you need to go to different places to get different things. All right, so please subscribe to this video, subscribe to my channel, like my video, and I'll see you on the next one.